Why don't you just talk to them like a person?
Yeah, I
You're
mean,
not filling out a tax form.
I was just gonna leave my resume at the bottom too.
oh.
Anyway, Q&A continue. We are back. Part 2 of the same episode. No need for introductions at this point. Last Q&A we got really here for the full Q&A segment, even though this entire episode is basically just questions. Either way, this is just labeled Q&A. Does size matter?
Damn, right off the fucking bat.
I'm getting right into it.
Okay, so.
Yeah. No, continue. No. I gave my answers. You get yours.
What? What do you mean?
For the questions that you were asking me in part 1. That were directed at Savannah.
Oh.
And I just
So
answered.
does size matter? See, I can't say it. I can't. It will get cut. It will get cut what I'm going to say.
Okay, Savannah.
I would say yes and no, depending,
Experience level.
Yeah. Like, there's been times where it was, like, too much for me, and it fucking sucked, actually. I was in pain.
No,
4 days. Like, I literally was
She
crippled.
has a timestamp on that. That's
Yeah.
how you know that shit was traumatizing.
Yeah, no, it literally was. I was bedlocked for, like, a day. It was really bad, actually. I was in pain. Like, literally, I couldn't get out of bed. I'm serious.
No, not even that. Gabe's just like,
That's exactly what I'm thinking. I'm glad. God, Antonio picked that up on my facial
I knew it was
expressions.
fucking happening too. I was just like, fuck. You guys couldn't keep it together for that fucking sentence.
Oh, I get it.
She's just over here like, oh yeah, like I literally could not get out of bed. Which I mean, and sometimes could be a good thing if it was like lasted like, I don't know, like 5 minutes of I can't get out of bed. But whenever it's 4 days, at some point it's like, no. And
Yeah, no, it was bad. Like, I feel like sometimes, like,
my
2
response to that was gonna be, I'm sorry for your loss.
What?
What?
I don't know.
Did you understand that?
Okay.
He said press. No,
It
listen.
was so delayed
I
with
can't
them.
even say what I was thinking. It's bad. It's bad where my mind's going.
Continue.
But, like, I honestly would rather have, like, an average than, like, too big because, like I said, that shit is painful beyond belief, and I'm small. Like, I'm a small person. It's not okay. That experience was probably the worst experience of my whole life. Hands down. And then, like, there's been times where I've been with someone that's, I guess, like, less than average, but it was the best time ever. Because if you know how to use it correctly, then there you go.
Doesn't really matter. Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, well then we have our answer. Gabe can't keep it together, and yeah.
I really want to say it, bro.
Get it out of your system.
I don't. I
No,
can't.
get it out of your system. It'll get cut
can't,
anyway.
I can't.
Just fucking get it out of your system.
Who's the black guy? That was what I was thinking as soon as she said that. I was just like, that's why I couldn't keep it together. It was so hard to not say it. So can I have his number?
Did you just ask for his number? Gabe, I don't think you can handle all that.
I don't even think I have his number.
I don't think I do either.
I think I have his
I'm
Snapchat,
sorry.
maybe.
I had to get it out. I don't think I have anything else to say.
Is that the end of that? Like, are we just closing that conversation there?
Let's close it. Yeah, go.
Roll.
still am.
Oh, you never paused?
I told you to stop.
Yeah, I thought you stopped.
So Jesse's gay.
Well, anyway, so we're just gonna fucking close the book on that discussion here.
There's gonna probably be a long.
like weird cut.
Yeah.
That's because we needed to let Gabe get his thought out that he could not say on the air.
Sorry. Still thinking about it.
It's like I need that guy to call me. If you're listening, hit Gabe up.
Facts.
Um,
Where you stay at? Let me slide.
anyway, so that wraps up that like short little just firing off questions segment. We also got just another thought that I pulled from another video, but this one isn't actually stupid. And I don't.
Are you sure?
No, you'll like this, but no, I don't remember where I saw the video either. So again, sorry, but I know I saw it on Instagram. I don't know where it came from. But anyway, the question was, because me and Gabe say this shit all the time, and his response is always no, and I'm always saying it as a joke. And then that we covered in the last episode, when you try, apparently your phone just dials yourself. But it is, should I call / text him / her? And my only response to that answer is if you have to ask that question, then it's already a no.
I agree.
Gabe. Okay. We've heard from everyone. So, we didn't want Gabe to get, I don't even know. Anyway, Gabe didn't have a lot to say about that, so we're just going to keep trucking on to a segment that, well, it's not really a segment, but a different little section that I wanted to hit on, and I feel like it'd be pretty valid in this episode. But, being as Gabe has already thrown shots at me in that part 1 of this episode about sliding in and shooting your shot, something I like to do, even though it doesn't work out all the time, we're going to list
You mean
off.
not at all?
Okay, anyway. All of these ones that I have listed here have actually worked. That's why they're literally this is just titled my top lines that I use. And I go back to, because they fucking
Wait, are you talking about pickup lines?
No, not pickup lines, and like sort of kind of, but also they're like, so some of them can be considered pickup lines and the others are just sort of like kind of openers.
Okay.
Okay, so we're just gonna build up to the one where it's like hella fuckboy energy that I don't use a lot, but anyway, that's definitely one that has proven effective before. We'll just start with big, like the easiest one you can do, which I used recently actually. Anyway, but we're not gonna go into that. So this is an in-person one, like, okay, so you get it, like, so then we're just gonna very situational in quotes, read the room for one, but also, so if you get their name while you're in person, clever way that I used that I just thought of on the spot, and now I was like, oh, that worked, I like that one, was, okay, get their name, and then so I hit them with the, how do you spell that, so I know how to put it in my phone when I ask for your number.
I'd laugh at you.
Hold this out, bitch.
Be like, you can keep it.
Learn how to spell, dumbass. Like,
What?
no, that's why I'd be learn how to spell.
Oh, okay, yeah, I get that, but no, I wasn't sure where you were going with that.
But I mean, it's not bad. But
It fucking worked. I don't know how, but anyway. Then we got Swiss Army knife of slide-ins, which is literally the most basic shit ever, and honestly should probably be the way that anyone fucking does this, so you don't come off as a dickwad. But literally just open with who you are, your age, where you're from, and then, hey, I think you're cute and was wondering if I could shoot my shot, and that just puts the ball in their court, and she decides whether she wants this to go forward or not. And also, now she knows your age and doesn't think you're some 40-year-old sitting in your mom's basement trying to catfish her and where you're from and shit like that. So, like, that's really just, like, if you don't, like, actually know where they're from.
Jesse, no offense, but that is pretty basic.
Yeah, that's the entire idea of it, but, like...
No, I mean, it's, like, kind of common sense.
That's literally... I clarified that I was going to open with the fucking simple bitch ones and then just... Never mind. Anyway.
I didn't hear that.
I literally said we're gonna build up to the other ones that are just.
Either way.
Cringe, fuckboy, and other shit, and apparently these all of these have been cringe anyway. So, but they fucking worked. So I don't know. But anyway, I think that's probably the I don't know, man.
I just think that's just common knowledge.
What do you mean common knowledge?
I mean, that's common knowledge. Like, just being straight up.
What? Okay, so if you don't know them, it is not common knowledge. Where are you from? Where what your name is, or how old you are.
Yes. If you don't know somebody, obviously you're going to...
That's why I clarified that it's for people.
Why don't you just talk to them like a person?
Yeah. I
You're
mean...
not filling out a tax form.
I was just going to leave my resume at the bottom, too.
I don't know. But...
If someone, hit me with a line, I'd be like, block.
Yeah, get shit on.
More like a catfish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it?
Like,
Yeah.
Hey, my name's Jesse. I'm 19.
Yeah.
I live in this area. Not my basement.
Yeah.
Well, you're kind of.
Yeah, just start up a normal conversation.
Yeah, that. Eventually, those things will eventually come out in a conversation.
Yeah.
You don't start with your resume, my guy.
And this episode, we're getting to the bottom of why Jesse can't pick up anything else. Actually, it's just Jesse getting to the bottom of it, and I have so many realizations.
I was just.
I have never once started talking to someone where they just hit me with a line immediately. Because as soon as I see one of those, I'm like, no, that ain't it. Talk to me about something interesting.
How do you do that as an opener?
Okay, Jesse.
You can't just...
Jesse, listen. I'm not saying this works, and I don't know if you're trying to go for the girl or just getting to know somebody. Bro, throw some comedy in there.
Ask about interests.
No. Not even that. Jesse, this has worked for me, and I've gotten, friends from it, and just people to talk to. I'd be like, how long have you been a girl?
What?
Yeah, it's funny.
You just fucking stole that from Soup.
Yes, but it's still funny. And people will still talk to you afterwards because they think you're interesting and stupid and funny.
I don't know that that's what
No. No, but normally...
I'd rather have that than what you said.
See? Like I said, but it's funny. It's a stupid question. And if the girl actually has humor, she'll give you a stupid answer back. Like I said, I think it's more of just... You don't start with your fucking resume.
Okay, valid.
It's not a job interview, like Antonio said. It's not a job interview. Just when you talk to somebody, you're gonna get all that info eventually. Even just asking questions one after another, that even works. But not stating the first text. My name is Jesse Puglin.
My name is Luke Skywalker, and I'm here to rescue you.
Yeah, you don't state everything. If they wanna know your age, they'll ask. If you wanna know their age, you ask. It doesn't. It goes hand in hand.
A conversation is supposed to flow together.
Yeah, not
just bam,
bam. So, you want my social?
Yeah, no, I was gonna throw in the my CVV and my the last four of my social and all that.
Yeah,
just steal my identity while you're at it.
Yeah, like I'm saying,
the ball is literally in her court. Whatever you choose to do with all this information, that's up to you.
And even with that, if you're gonna shoot your shot, obviously you're not gonna do it right off the bat. Because you actually...
only if you find somebody that you don't know and are like, hey, how the fuck do I open this? Cause...
Yeah, but, okay, in person, you still don't give them your resume. But just start with your name and go from there. Get to know them. Don't start off, hey, I'm going to shoot my shot with you. You're bad as fuck. You don't do that. That's common knowledge.
Clearly not common for me, anyway.
No, because you're stupid. But like I said, you go off of... It's a conversation. It's supposed to be a conversation going back and forth.
In conclusion, we're just gonna end this whole we're just not gonna go any further because it's only gonna get worse for me, and I'm not prepared for this.
No,
so,
I want
no,
to hear what else you gotta say.
Maybe off the air.
No, I kind of want to hear what else you gotta say.
Then you pause because it's not going in anyway. Or you, because I don't fucking know. How about? Did you pause? No. Okay, Gabe, you wanna
Just keep going.
No.
You want me to read it?
Yeah, just.
I'll read them out loud.
How about you don't do that one?
I want to read them.
I'm gonna leave. Huh?
Yeah. Let me read, please. I really want to see how stupid these are, or maybe how good.
They're not good.
Like Jesse, I don't.
But both of them have I just want I'm clarifying. Somehow all of these have worked. I don't know how, but and they haven't gotten me anywhere. But either way.
So then did they really work?
Yeah.
No. Well, no, but I mean it went farther than I expected. I didn't expect to get past that stage.
Resume. That's all I'm thinking, bro. I can't. Jesse, how do you talk to females, bro? I like
bottom two,
the bottom two.
Bottom
My
two.
top lines.
Yeah, no, don't read that one out loud.
What?
There's no way.
Yeah. No, I shit you not. That I got a snap out of that. I don't know how.
Maybe a
Where are
pity
you
snap.
from besides my dreams?
I got a
Oh,
location
man.
and a snap out of that.
Bro,
That's better than the
resume.
age, date, blood type.
Yeah.
Age, date, and blood.
Okay, Jesse.
So, if they're
First of all, you still looking for something to do?
No. Hold on. No, because that again, there's the very situational. That was literally just slid up and was like, "Hey, looking for something to do tonight." Was the actual story, and that's what I slid up with.
Looking for something to do tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah, see, that's normal.
Yeah.
What?
Good job. That's
That should be your number one.
Yeah. Like
No, because I feel like if I open with that, it's gonna be like, "Yeah, you want something to do tonight? Me."
No, most people don't think of it that way.
no.
They're like, oh,
You're
yeah,
just
hanging out.
That's
Yeah,
how
you
I would
just wanna
assume it would be
hang.
read as.
No, they're like, oh, he
But
just
you
wants
think
to hang.
the resume is a better idea.
Those girls have more information about Jesse than the government has.
Yeah, because he doesn't even have a social security card.
Yeah, true. Oh my
He's not even
god.
fucking legal. How do we even know if he's real?
Yeah, the government says I'm not even real, so why am I?
Where am I?
Yeah.
What is life?
But okay, Jesse.
I've never addressed the fact that there's a helmet sitting in frame, but originally I busted this helmet out in case Savannah threw something at me, in case I said some dumbass shit.
I'm
Yeah.
about to throw something at you.
Instead, I should have been more worried about Gabe. I'm just gonna start wearing the helmet 24/7 now on.
Okay. Anyway, can we go back on topic of Jesse? We need to have an intervention of you talking to girls or something. Like, no offense.
That's what this entire episode has been.
Yeah, like, no offense, Jesse, but what the fuck are you doing? Like, Jesse, do you actually not know how to talk to a girl?
Yes. And the sad part is I was raised by women.
I was raised by women.
I grew up with 3 women in the household, and I still have no fucking idea how this shit works.
Jesse, it's not that difficult.
Are you, like all of your friends women too?
Yeah. Well, that's because I literally have no interest in dating
No.
them.
No,
And
that's
also,
not what I
because you
mean.
get
It's
friend zone.
Well, that too. That definitely plays a factor, but also it's like
you know, you can talk to other females that aren't your friends, like your female friends, and usually that works. You know that, right? Like you don't have to treat them differently.
it's a valid.
and on
that's
top-
a valid point.
And on top of that, Jesse, even just in general, like, I wouldn't say I'm like the almighty at talking to females, but like,
All hail the
See,
king.
yeah, no, that's what I
All
mean.
hail-
Like, I don't think I'm a god at it, but at least I know how to have a conversation.
I would rather someone just have a conversation with me than a pickup line.
Yeah.
100%.
Now, if you're doing a pickup line as a joke.
We have a lot of joke pickup lines.
Well, yeah, like if it's like you're having a conversation and then in the middle of the conversation they'll hit you with one, I'll laugh at that. But if you start off with that, I'm like, you're an asshole. Block.
Fucking bitch. Like.
Okay, good to know.
Please tell me you don't always start conversations.
I don't.
Okay, thank God. At least you're learning.
I just don't start conversations anymore.
You're learning my Padawan.
You have a far ways to go. The council has decided we do not grant you the rank of master.
I won't even fucking say
You're not even a fucking Jedi Knight at this point.
Not even a knight, bro. You're a youngling, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? You're one of the younglings that need to be slaughtered.
Cut.
Maybe instead of the younglings, maybe you should use it on yourself.
I think you just implied for me to kill myself. I think that's what it is.
Time out. You saying you wouldn't want to die by a lightsaber?
Not if I'm not gonna commit seppuku with a lightsaber, but like if I'm in a duel, I'm like, and that seems pretty fucking honorable to me.
No, I think that's cool.
Yeah.
So if I want to die, I want to die by a lightsaber. I'm just saying. Personally, I would think that was cool.
I won't kill you with my lightsaber.
That's a dagger at most. The fuck.
Dagger's gonna be pretty big.
Not they're 2-inch blades.
That's just a box cutter at that point. I can get on the airplane with that thing. When I brainstormed this episode, I did not think it would come down to me comparing my dick to sharp objects.
Okay.
So next up, because there's probably going to be a weird random fucking cut there too. Anyway, the unwritten rules of one-night stands. I think we established... Was that even on camera? No, it wasn't. Anyway. What are yours?
Don't leave the person in a Walmart parking lot. That's my number one. That shit sucks.
I feel like that should be a given, but clearly not.
To some people.
One thing Jesse might actually not do.
We'll see.
Not after hearing that. Now you know. In case you were considering dropping your one-night stand off in a Walmart parking lot. Don't. Also, don't fucking say I love you during a one-night stand.
Yeah, no.
And the world's biggest question when it comes to one-night stands is, or at least mine, because it's hella awkward, post one-night stand. Do you hang out for a bit? Do you call an Uber? Do you just fucking leave? What is the correct approach to getting out of this situation? Because after that, it just usually becomes awkward.
I don't know.
Especially if it's established, like, what it's going to be.
Personally, I've never had a one-night stand, so I don't know.
For once, we have something that Gabe doesn't have smart-ass input on. Woo!
I'm holding it back for you.
Okay.
I don't want you too sad.
Okay, moving on. Anyway, what do you...
With my experience, we kind of just sit there and we'll just talk about random stuff, to be honest, and like
Until
try to get to know each other, and then it's like, oh, I got plans tomorrow, see ya. It's never like awkward for me, at least. I don't know, never had that experience.
Nope. Just the awkward sitting at the foot of the bed, like, what do I do now?
Yeah, no, that's never happened except for the Walmart parking lot. That was a one-time experience. But yeah, any other time we would just like sit there, throw something on TV or something.
See, I feel like hanging out afterwards would just be fucking awkward because, like, I'm not dating you. I was just, we fucked. That was it. Anyway.
Well, most of my one-night stands were, like, friends with benefits kind of thing. So, like,
yeah, that's
I
something
guess.
different because then you can, like, chill and, like, at least be friends after the part. Like,
yeah.
But if it's literally just a, hey, we're kind of friends and then just kind of randomly hooked up, then it's completely, or at least it was awkward as shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I never really had that experience before.
Well,
Or you could just try to avoid one night stands overall.
well, I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, yeah.
Personally, that's what I've done. So, because in general, no, I'm just not that type of person. So,
Sometimes that's all you want things to be. I mean, I don't know. It's just the fucking draw again. I don't know.
that's like I said, I've just avoided it overall. So,
Well, on the topic of random hookups and one night stands, weird segue, but still relevant. We got prepping for hookups and what goes into it, because there's a lot of shit that goes into that nobody fucking talks about. And
prepping for a hookup?
Yeah.
Like for a one night stand hookup or just a hookup?
In general.
Okay.
Because I feel like it's kind of implied you're gonna be doing some of the same shit, regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I don't know how much experience you have in this category, Gabe.
What? Just hooking up?
Yeah. Not much. Okay. Anyway.
We're not gonna talk about it.
Got
No,
it.
Personally, I don't want to talk about it on here.
Okay.
That is something that I'm not going to release to the public
Okay.
because I don't know if that person will ever end up somehow getting contact with me again.
Probably smart.
Yeah.
Can't block somebody on Spotify.
Yep. And you also can't block somebody that lives close to you.
Yep.
So anyways, let's
Anyway.
not talk about it.
Anyway. So, for guys, the usual. Like, you just do the shit as if you're gonna go out. Like, the basics. You're fucking... The shower. The fit. That you have to make sure is easy enough to get out of. Also...
What are you wearing? Like leather jeans?
Well, I'm not wearing skinny jeans to a one-night stand. That's for damn sure. Because then it's like, oh, yeah, I gotta put these motherfuckers back on. Just give me, like, fucking 5 minutes. Anyway. Or I gotta get out of these fuckers. Give me a sec. Anyone got any scissors? Sorry, if you want it, you're gonna have to cut me out of these.
Bruh.
Fucking spray-on jeans over here. But, shaving the face, and you know what else. And if you're experienced, for guys, you're trimming the nails.
That's a must.
Gabe
Yeah.
looks very confused.
No, I thought you were going to say something else.
Do you know why?
What do you mean, do I know why?
Well, you just looked very confused, like, why the fuck are you trimming your nails?
No, I was talking about, I thought you were going to say something else before that, personally. So that's why. Thought you were talking about trimming down the downstairs area.
No, we literally dropped that already. Where
I
I said
didn't
shave
hear.
the face and you know what else.
Oh, I didn't. My bad.
Catch
I
that.
didn't pick up.
Well,
on
no,
it.
that I mean, as you should. But yeah, no, trim the nails if you know what you're doing. Basics. Mint gum on standby, and the unwritten rules for guys, or at least people I've talked to, might not apply to everyone, but every fucking guy that I've had this conversation with, we all have agreed that we have a condom in our car on standby at all fucking times. I don't know if it's some fucking rule in some handbook somewhere that we just have it fucking there just in case. You never know what might happen, but it's there.
I think that's more of just common knowledge.
Yeah, no. Oh yeah, if you're expert level, you're fucking if you're expert level, you're slapping on that fucking Manscaped. Not sponsored, by the way, but that ball deodorizer. Not sponsored. Gotta clarify that.
I don't think anyone thought that.
No.
What, that it was sponsored?
Yeah.
What do girls do that we don't, if anything?
Well, yeah, the same as like the basic stuff, but like we have to make sure we find matching underwear.
And bro.
Yeah, like that has to be a must. And then me personally, I shave my whole body, like everything, head to toe.
The head.
Well, no, but like I like back, arms, everything
How the
shaved.
fuck does one shave one's back?
I guess I'm flexible. I don't know, but I can do it. And
I feel like that's a talent in and of itself.
lotion everywhere as well. Gotta make sure you smell good, because
Oh yeah, that was a note in here. Most expensive cologne that you own.
yeah, that's lotion. Honestly, I feel like that's it. I'll throw on like a little bit of makeup, but not too much because you don't want that shit to run.
Yep. Also, if you don't know what this is gonna what? What's happening?
Nothing. Keep going. Sorry.
I hate both of you.
Nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
Maybe
It-
some special release.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I know exactly when someone says something and me and him look at each other, we have the same exact thought.
Anyway, so the idea is, or also, so if you weren't initially planning, like if you're just hanging out and you actually end up to hook up, if she takes off her clothes and the bra and panties are matching, you're not the one who decided to have sex.
True. 100% true. Because you know how difficult it is to like match those every day? It's a pain in the ass. But if you do it, if it is matching, there you go.
Yep. There's your signal.
That, yeah. Yeah.
Well, that much I know.
Why is that the one thing you know? Like, I'm actually curious.
Let's not dive into that.
Whore. Can't talk to females for shit, but you can fucking get in them drawers, huh?
Don't know how. But anyway, yeah, no, that was just something I threw out there because genuinely curious if there was any extra measures that take place other than the basics, and then the like needed to clarify the shaving one. But yeah, like a given for most people. But I definitely did want to throw in that nails one because I know some guys will not do that shit.
Oh, I've just thought of another one. Make sure girls always have a ponytail. Always.
I feel like that's the unwritten rule. As like the guys with the condom in their car, that's the equivalent for the girls.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we can roll into dumb tweet segment. If Gabe's ready for this shit. This one kind of ats both me and Gabe, which is why I thought it would be funny to talk about this episode.
I don't even think you told me it.
I think I did, because I think I sent it to you a while back. But yeah, the tweet
if I know.
was literally just, why do men start podcasts instead of going to therapy? The tweet... Yeah, exactly. It applies to this entire fucking episode. But the subtweet under it said, the same reasons females start in OnlyFans instead of getting a job, lol. But I just kind of just called out me and Gabe, even before recording this episode.
Yeah.
But this episode in specific, for sure. Or just Jesse's weird intervention that has been staged this entire fucking episode. Probably continue post-recording.
Probably. I'm gonna get on your ass. I'm just saying.
Hold up. Hold up.
See, the weird thing is
Context.
Context.
Yeah, context is important. You just realized how okay.
No, I realized what I said when I said it, but
He's like, oh, you know what I meant.
mm-hmm.
Licked lips. Anyway. I'm uncomfortable now.
What do you mean? You winked at me earlier. The fuck you talking about?
It's different when I do it. You're not supposed to be giving me the same energy back, Gabe. I'm not used to this. I never get the same energy back. I don't even get to a point where I can get this give energy. Clearly, I don't make it past the opener.
Resume.
So speaking of OnlyFans, weird segue, but and I told you about this. I did clarify And I told you this was on the discussion board. So you were warned. But originally it was already on here. With the question was, would you start one?
Yes.
And
100%.
I got the fucking answer on her private last night.
100%. I already have my account made. Just gotta post something.
How many people slid up and said yes?
Pretty much everyone on my private.
God damn. Anyway, unironically, that just happened to be on the discussion board prior to all of that, and I sent her the picture of it and was like, this was like already in here. But also, Gabe, because you and I have talked about this before, and we had to cut it from another episode, so try to keep it a little bit calmer. But opinions on it as in significant other having one when you were dating. Because personally, I don't give a fuck. Get that bag.
Oh, OnlyFans. Okay.
Like if your significant
Sorry,
other wanted to start
mind
one
blanked.
when you were dating.
Personally, I don't even remember what I said. I'm gonna be honest. But
Some out of pocket shit that we had to cut.
yeah. I don't know. Depends on what. Honestly, whatever I said, probably some fuck shit. But
it does
personally, I don't know if my opinion changed or whatever, but I think it just depends on how much I trust that person.
Yeah, no, because originally what you said, it did devolve into hosting of trust issues, which you and I both have. But either way, I don't give, personally, I don't give a fuck.
No,
Get
I
that
mean,
bag, but also like
they
I also
can do
get
it.
both sides of it, where it's like, oh, well, that seems a little weird.
Yeah, like they can do it. Like, I'm not gonna care, but it just depends on my trust with the person, I guess. And there's a lot to try to get my trust, so
Understandable.
so that's all I gotta say about it. It's just all about trust for me.
Okay, well, anyway. We're just gonna keep fucking going. That was basically all I had on that. And shit you not, that shit was already on the fucking discussion board. I was like, I should probably notify her of this before I just bring it at her. And she's like, did you only add this afterwards? Nope, it was in there. And
Yeah, because
we had no idea who the guest for this episode was.
Yeah,
gonna
we
be
actually
either.
didn't.
This episode has been scripted for so fucking long.
Since episode
2.
Yeah.
Yep. And then we pulled a different.
and
then
the-
we pulled a different bitch in, Raven, and
Yeah.
talked about completely different things.
Yep, and that was my first episode my grandma watched. So
I can't believe your grandma watched that.
she said it was great. So
I know she loved it. I don't know why. My grandma didn't. I told my grandma not to listen to that episode specifically.
on the other hand, my grandma knows like how we are. So
Yeah, that.
I don't know if she personally knows how I am, but we'll see.
If she keeps listening, she will. She's gonna think you're an asshole who treats your friend like shit. But anyway.
No. I treat everyone like shit. What? Don't act like you're the only one.
Okay.
Except when I cuddle Antonio.
Yeah,
but-
I'm not special. I get it. It's been clarified.
Yeah, Antonio is.
Nods head. Other thing we got on the table was getting tested. PCP or clinic? Like, where do you go?
That's what you meant by PCP.
Yeah, primary care physician. Did you not know what I meant by that?
That's
Oh,
what I
no.
thought.
Yeah, that's what I
That's
thought.
what I thought. I was like, what?
No, not the drug. No, primary care physician or clinic. Like, do you go to like an actual clinic to get tested? Or I personally went to my PCP and I have a whole ass story about that shit.
Go ahead.
I mean, I guess that was gonna be second part. But anyway, so, and we talked about this in another episode, and I started into it, and you were like, save it for the episode because this sounds like it's gonna be funny as hell, and it's probably gonna be another one that you're disappointed in because there was not much to it. But anyway, typical getting tested, and then a minor scare in the middle where he's like, "Hey, I don't think it's this, but it might be this," and I'm like, "Hold up, I know one of those names you just fucking said can kill me, so you need to backtrack and, like, speed this whole thing up. As it so turned out, none of them, but either way, there was a separate conversation with my doctor where I had forgotten that there was something else, because, like, it was just, we wrapped it into a checkup so that I could just kill 2 birds with 1 stone, you know, and get all that shit out of the way. But also, I was like, hey, doc, these were my exact words. Hey, doc, I forgot to mention there was a weird lump under my left testicle. Can you look at this for me, please? And he's like, okay. And at that point, because I had forgotten, I was already getting dressed. So I had to get undressed again. And I believe his exact words were, I'm going to need you to take your pants off again. That's just something you never want to hear from a doctor, for one.
That sounds terrible.
I know. You pouring up mint jump. But, no, also turned out to be nothing. But apparently it's good that I noticed these things, because if I develop a cancer, at least I'll be aware and be able to catch it before I die. That's what I was told. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Do you prepare for your doctor the same way you prepare for a hookup?
That's a completely different topic. Do you prepare for your doctor
Wait,
the same way
so
you
is that
prepare-
it?
Yeah. Again, disappointed.
It was still funny, but
Yeah, okay. Better than the X story.
fuck yeah. Fucking disappointed.
So anyway, PCP or clinic.
I've never had to get tested, so.
So not even relevant. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
kinda
get shit
one
on.
question.
Move on.
Bullshit or not, it finally makes its return. After
I fucking love this segment, actually.
4.
Do you have something?
I do.
Let's go.
Do you think it's good or not? Second down.
See, he has all the power.
I'm gonna use it.
Wait,
regardless of what he says.
second?
Literally the bullet point right where it says fucking.
Oh, the bullet point. Okay.
Don't read out loud, obviously, but like.
Okay, that's actually good.
Right?
But I just thought it was funny because I don't know.
I mean, it is pretty funny because I feel like the answer is pretty obvious, but
Yeah.
also I think it's pretty funny.
No, because I've also had girls tell me it. So
yeah, exactly. So bullshit or not, do girls actually share nudes with their best friends to see if they're good or not?
Yes.
Boom.
see,
See,
told
obvious.
you.
Yeah.
It's obvious.
But
Not-
bullshit or not is
Not
fine.
all of them, but like most. Like the ones that you save, yes. If it's just like it's just happening, then of course no, I'm not gonna.
Be like, hey, wait 30 minutes
Yeah.
for my best friend to respond so I can get confirmation of whether this is good or not.
Yeah, but like all my saved ones, yeah.
Please hold. That's gonna be the
My best friend.
still holding.
My best friend has seen all of them.
Okay. But yeah,
But yeah, no, we got bullshit or not for the next paranormal episode too, because we were talking about internet legends. So a lot of that shit is just literally a bullshit or not fucking episode.
yeah, true.
But yeah, so that segment is finally fucking returned after 5 episodes and no fucking bullshit or not, because we could never fucking think of anything. Anyway, moving on to our final topic for this episode, which is consent. And yeah, a whole bunch of shit that delves into that. Not just, I don't know what you have to add to any of this, Gabe, but quite frankly, I mean, I feel like it's pretty plain and simple. Just fucking consent is important. And then there's also the whole completely different segment that I don't think really falls under the rape category, but I still think is distasteful, which is the trying to pressure into having sex. Like the constant, hey. The conversation should just end at no. That should be the end of that conversation.
Mhm.
If they're not in the mood, you cannot make them in the mood. That should just be the end of the conversation. Like, if you're dating, then just like go back to fucking normal dating shit for that day or night or whatever the fuck.
No offense, but no, actually, full offense. Like, if you're fucking like that weird, or just, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, if you're just fucking weird if you go out of your way to try and force someone to have sexual interactions with you. Like, motherfucker. Like, what's the point of that?
Be distasteful, but not exactly rape, unless you
No, I don't.
make it that way.
No.
Obviously, but
I don't give a fuck. If you try to force someone to have any type of sexual interaction with you, I just think you're a weirdo, personally. Because a lot of people can take that as, oh, all men are like that.
Yeah.
And that's what ends up happening. Not saying all females view that, but that's what a lot of time happens. Just because, and that goes for anything though. Like, you treat somebody bad, they think everybody's like that because of one bad experience.
Yeah.
And that's what happens a lot of the times, but...
And that's where trust issues stem from.
Yep. And it just, I mean, personally, I think it sucks.
Yeah, but also I do think that, like, I speak for most guys everywhere where we are, or most guys everywhere, we like sex and can be in the mood whenever, most of the time. But that's not a fucking excuse to try to pressure somebody into having sex just because you're in the fucking mood. And yeah, that's about all I have on that, to be honest with you. I feel like...
Honestly. I mean, all I would have to say is just like... I personally, I don't give a fuck about sexual interaction at all. I'm gonna be honest. I don't give a fuck. I could care less about having sex or anything like that. As long as you give me like love and affection, bro, that's all I fucking need. Like, that's personally for me.
Somebody give Gabe love and affection. I'm looking at you, Antonio.
It sounded like you were talking to Jesse.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
No, what I mean is, like, it really shouldn't matter.
And yeah, to each their own, for sure.
It shouldn't matter on the sexual aspect.
Oh, no.
On a relationship, talking, or anything like that. More of sexual things is... I don't know how to explain it. That's more of when you're both, like, wanting it.
As it should be.
Yeah, as it should be. Because, no, a lot of people
Consent isn't one-sided.
Well, no, but a lot of people feel entitled just because their significant other wants it, that they'll give it.
Not entitled, more like pressured. That's more of a better word for that.
Yeah, but I don't know. Because some people are... Why I say entitled is because they feel like, oh, I'm dating this person, so...
No, that's not the correct word you were looking for.
Is it not?
I kind of get it, though.
I know, and I know the word that you're looking for, and I can't put my finger on it, but entitled would be like...
The other person.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, I'm in the mood, so you should fucking have sex with me.
Yeah.
Which is not okay.
Yeah, I guess I used the wrong word, but
no, like, they feel pressured and sort of not enticed. Maybe might be a better word.
I don't know.
I don't even fucking know.
But
my vocabulary is shit.
Yeah, I just think they're like, oh, I'm in a
They
relationship.
feel inclined.
Yeah, that's the
There it
fucking
is.
word. Yeah,
There it is.
It
To
was
have
all
sex
the
with them
end.
because they're in the mood.
yeah,
And honestly, that's not how it should be.
yeah, and personally, I've been in not a situation like that, but I've been where, oh, I'm in the mood, but I go in to my significant other and I tell them, but if they are like, oh, I don't want to do it, I'm
That's
like,
where the
okay,
conversation ends.
yeah, and I say okay.
Yeah.
But there has been a point where, oh, they're in the mood, and then they come to me and they're like, yeah, and I'm like, okay, I'm not in the mood, but whatever. And the reason
Down for whatever.
No, the reason I did that also was because I don't know. I'm more of a
You
pleaser.
you want to put their needs above yours.
Yeah.
And honestly, don't feel. And if it's something you're uncomfortable with, don't feel inclined to do that. Just
Yeah, it wasn't my.
and that's just that's his personality. That's how
Yeah,
it is.
that's
But,
what.
like, it shouldn't apply to every situation / scenario where you're just like, I feel like I kind of need to do this because they want to.
Yeah.
Don't if you don't want to. Shakes Gabe's mic. Anything you would like to add?
I think it also goes like I've been experiencing this a lot lately. Now that I'm like technically single, is guys just asking and asking and asking for nudes. Like when I say no, no, like you're not getting any.
Just drop it.
And then they
leave
just
it.
keep going. They're like, well, why not? Like, but if I send you this, I'm like, no.
I don't want that either. Also, by the way, dick pics should be fucking consensual as well. We should probably
Yes.
clarify that. Yeah, do not
Yeah.
send unsolicited dick pics to females. That's just fucking disgusting. And yeah, don't do that. Yeah.
Because it makes like me feel very uncomfortable because it's like, why? Like, I don't know. It's just when I say no to me sending you a picture, like that means I don't want to. So stop asking me. And I feel like it's kind of like under the same realm of that.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. I had something I wanted to say though. No offense to fucking guys, but I'm not trying to target you, Jess. Yes. I promise.
I don't like where this is going at all.
It's not really directed towards you.
Sounds
But-
like it's gonna be directed towards me.
No, it's just I feel bad for like I don't even know how to word this. I feel bad for people that like try to when they approach a girl, they don't know how to. Like I'm sorry. I'm not trying to target you. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to. But no, I honestly do feel bad. Like, it just sucks for them. I don't. Because some people don't know how to approach women in general. Because some guys are just straight up fucking dicks, weirdos, anything like that. Like asking for nudes when you barely know the person, by the way, too, or even knowing them. Sorry, you're fucking weird. Like that's not something you do.
What do you mean? Like, elaborate.
I mean, don't fucking ask for nudes if you barely know the person.
No, you said okay. So if you know, that's what I wanted you to elaborate.
Oh,
on,
if you know them.
So that could be taken many different ways. Like, okay, you're asking one, why are you asking your friend for nudes, and two,
yeah, that's what I mean. Like, why would you do that? Like, why would you even ask your friend for it? Especially if you're on the friend's terms. Like, you both know your friends. And that's what I mean by friends' terms. Like,
I don't know that there's people out there doing that, but I hope they're not.
oh no, I know people
there
that
are.
have, and it's stupid. It really is because they're like, oh, I have a female friend. They have a body. No, it really sucks
yeah.
how people are. And I'm literally so fucking against like people doing that. I understand. I have made jokes. Like I'm a terrible person when it comes to jokes. Okay, I have a very bad humor. But a lot of the things I joke about, I'm very highly against. Hitting women, I would never fucking do that. If I ever catch anybody fucking doing that, I don't give a fuck who you are. But seriously, I will beat your ass.
I mean, I'd beat your ass if you.
Yeah,
did that shit
exactly.
too, so.
That's what I'm saying. Like, don't
or try my damnedest because I wouldn't be able to, but I would try my fucking.
I don't like. I literally don't care who you are. If you hit women, you're a piece of shit. Like, I'll say that straight up.
Yeah.
And even using women, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, when it comes to females,
That's why things need to be established. Like,
yeah,
for like straight up, if you're gonna be just friends, like, and fuck around, then you need to establish that shit. Because it can't just be like, hey, by the way, you want to have sex?
I just when it comes to females, I'm very what's the word? I don't know what the word is.
Thesaurus. Nope.
No, I don't know what the word is.
That's not even the right
Dictionary.
word. Yeah.
No.
A dictionary in front of us so we can just look for words.
No, it's because I'm like really anyways, I'm really against like what a lot of fucking people do to females. I grew up in a household with basically the two people I've trusted my whole entire life, my grandma and my mom. I basically grew up with them. So anything that has to deal with disrespecting females in any way, shape, or form, I will admit, I am a victim of being a fucking asshole to females. But what I'm talking about like objectifying them. Or
Which we've hit on before.
Objectifying them, hitting them, using them, things like that. I'm not down for. Like I said, you're a piece of shit if you follow any of those. And a lot of people won't admit that they've done those things. At least what I've noticed.
Yeah, no, that's the nature of it. I, too, was raised by women, for the most part. 3, actually. There was never really a father figure in my life. So not sure where I get the asshole from. But
Me.
Yeah. Gabe's my father.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I mean, even I'll admit I've made mistakes, and I'm still trying to like make amends for some of the shit that I've done in the past. But
Jesse, when we first started this podcast, when was the last time you saw me before it?
It was over a year, or at least a year. My grad party. I shit you not.
Yeah. And guess what happened that time? Do you know how many mistakes I've made? I couldn't tell you. Just because I was ruining friendships, ruining myself, ruining my mental. I've made so many mistakes no one can comprehend. I don't really talk about at all, actually. But I'm trying to make amends for it by like even making amends with people that I've done wrong, apologizing to them. And I even did it publicly, apologizing to my ex on the podcast. I've done it on my Instagram. I did it on my Snapchat. Like, I apologized to her. And I'll say this publicly, too. She went right around and, is a fucking asshole to me. Even though I did her wrong, and I know what I did. But she won't admit the stuff she did wrong. And that's what, frankly, fucking sucks. But I make amends with the part that I know what I did wrong. And as long as people accept me for what I did.
And as long as you accept yourself. Like,
yeah.
As long as you can. I honestly, like, forgiving yourself is sometimes the hardest part.
And a lot of the times, I don't forgive myself for a while.
Yeah, me neither.
I mean...
Still haven't. Anyway.
I don't even know if I want to talk about it publicly, but...
You don't have to if you don't want to.
Do you remember what happened in 11th grade?
Oh, yeah.
With a certain ex.
Oh, yeah. We cut a lot of that shit out before an episode, and, like, it's been mentioned before.
That is a big prime example.
That scenario entirely. Just that's...
I will admit, I'm a fucking piece of shit for it. I will never be that person again. And I will never do that again. I will never...
I'd probably slap you upside the head if you did anyway.
Yeah, because I was being a dumbass.
But again, a lot younger and a lot more fucking stupid. We've had a lot more time to fucking mature since then.
I don't even know if I've matured any.
No, I don't.
Like, I'm still a fucking dumbass, and I have the mental of
a
fucking kid.
Old.
Yeah, fucking kid. I'll admit that. Which is a good thing, because
childish sense of humor is
Yeah.
entertaining.
Childish sense of humor. People love it. But, like I said, I have things that I may never forgive myself for because I'm not that person. Frankly, I don't know what the fuck I was doing when I did things. Like, I've dropped people for a female. And I'm pretty sure I also mentioned, I'm still trying to make up for what I did.
Yeah.
I don't even think she cares, but like Abby, bro, one of my closest friends online that's a female, and I would only consider her my only female friend because I've talked to her so much and about so many things and things like that. Like she's like an older sister to me, and I fucked it up for a fucking female, and I did that with my friendships. I'll even say I'm just gonna fucking name drop. I don't even care, bro.
Are we gonna bleep all this shit?
No, don't bleep it. Like Alex, prime example. He did nothing wrong. I dropped him for the merely of the fact that I was brainwashed by the girl I was with. My friend Brandon. Brainwashed. He knew for a fact that she wasn't good for me.
I knew for a fact she wasn't good for you.
Everyone did. And guess what? I didn't care. I was being selfish and...
Shit happens.
Yeah, shit happens. And I'm trying to make up for it. Alex can't trust me. Brandon, I don't know where he stands. But I did talk to him after that situation, after we started being friends again, about him trusting me. And he said, yeah, it's going to take time. You know I have trust issues. And both of them do. Like, it just sucks. Because I've made too many mistakes. I'd even say in the 7-month span when I was in that relationship. I dropped people. I've hurt people unintentionally and intentionally. And it sucks.
Yeah.
So, and I'm still paying for that from a lot of my friends. People don't trust me for that fact.
I don't trust myself at this point sometimes. Sometimes I look back on shit that I've done and I'm like, why the fuck did I think that was a good idea then? What the fuck would stop me from doing that shit again?
I don't...
Other than everything up here that I've learned since these points.
Yeah. I wouldn't go back and say...
So what one idea is going to stop me now?
But
How am I supposed to forgive myself?
I would never go back and undo what I've done. Because I need to learn. Frankly, mistakes are what make us human. That's a big thing. And you need to learn from them. And that's all you can do. Learn from them and move on. If people want to forgive you, they'll forgive you. If they don't, they don't. As long as you can forgive yourself, you can keep moving on.
Which is the hardest part.
Yeah. And there's still a lot of things I don't even forgive myself for that happened years ago. So, there's just a lot of shit I fucked up on. It's quite ridiculous. I'm not even gonna lie. At one point, Jesse, I'll be honest with you. I really think I fucked up our friendship. Like, I'm being 100% honest with you. I'll put it on the fucking table. I know we never talked about it, but I fucked up our friendship. Just for the merely of the fact I was being fucking selfish. I was being a liar and a selfish. Because I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I was doing.
Through that entire time, I barely fucking heard from Gabe during that entire fucking thing. And honestly, I feel like somewhere during that, I was probably at the roughest spot that I've been in my life.
Yeah.
And this dude couldn't even be there.
Yeah. And like I
somewhere in between there, like I lost my uncle, and Gabe was just. I mean, I know I told you about it at some point, but like, there was never a conversation sat down because, I mean, there's shit going on, but it's not gonna stop me from forgiving him.
Yeah. I just went incognito and didn't give a fuck about anybody or anything. And I'll be honest with you, that is probably the one thing. I know I said in the episode, that's the one thing I regret is what happened back way when. But I think definitely that year gap that I was just being a piece of shit, I would take back.
There's a lot of shit that I don't do.
No, that's definitely the biggest because...
But again, as you said, you can't fucking learn from shit if you don't fuck up.
Yeah. And that's honestly why I'm trying so hard right now to be there.
Still trying to fucking make amends. That's what we all do.
Yeah, I'm trying to be here, be your friend. That's honestly why I love the fact that you made this podcast with me. You made it, not me. I didn't come up with the idea. You did. And yeah, I may shit on you and be an asshole. But you know...
I hope he's not shitting on me.
Okay. Either way, you know at the end of the day, no matter what, and we've even proven this, we'll always be friends.
Yeah.
No matter what we go through. Like, I know I don't say this often, but I do love you, Jesse.
I love you too, motherfucker.
Yeah, like, I know I don't say it too much, but I do. And honestly, quite frankly, I wish I did say it more. Because you've been there for me for a lot. A lot.
For you, me too.
Yeah, you were there when my mom had breast cancer. You were there through everything.
Mom kicked that shit's ass.
She did. And my mom's all good now. You know?
And hot. Had to lighten the load in the room a little bit.
Yeah. But
I don't think Savannah realized she'd be in for an emotional outro.
Yeah.
She's like, Jesse's over for fucking crying. What the fuck am I doing here?
no, but I just had to put it on the table. I'll put it out here on the podcast because I want people to realize you can make mistakes, but you can
learn from them.
You can learn from them, and you can try and make amends with them.
Yeah, the best you can.
Yeah, I think that is a good place to stop. Like on the episode. Obviously.
It's just like, fucking cut it here, motherfuckers.
Yeah. How much do we have left on the recording?
You have like 5 minutes in the clip, like, total.
Okay. You want to just do the outro?
Do you have anything?
Not on that, no. No.
Sorry, I had to get a lot of that shit out.
Understandably.
Yeah. Because I know you and me have personally never actually sat down and talked to me. I never actually apologized.
You had to do that shit to me while we were recording, motherfucker.
Do you want me to stop?
No, we're good.
Yeah. But no, I had to get it out. Cuz I've literally been thinking of how to like say it to you. And I really haven't. And then this shit came out and I was just like,
I don't know how we got from consent to here, but
yeah, I don't know.
Either.
Just me being a piece of shit. So, like I said.
Oh yeah, we were talking about piece of shit people. So then
Yeah.
it was like, hey, I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah, and then I was just like, you know what?
Hey, me too, pal. Me too.
And I was like, that's a good segue just to apologize.
We've all done our wrongs.
Yeah, but
Still trying to fucking make amends for a lot of them.
we'll end it right there on all of that.
That's it. We retire. This is the last episode. Stay tuned for Halloween special coming out. Very
yeah.
soon.
That's
It's gonna be a fun one.
definitely.
But yeah, no. Honestly, this was a fun ass episode, despite me being like uncomfortable throughout the entire fucking thing, and getting roasted left and right by 3 people instead of 2 normally. And yeah, I'm Jesse. I'm not sure what I'm gonna go schedule a therapy appointment after this.
This is Gabe.
This is Savannah.
And we're the 2 of us are the Friends for Life podcast, and she's our guest, but we're out.
Peace.
Peace.
Later.
Wow.
See, I don't know.
No, it's because I use voice to text in my car, and that shit picks up every time I stutter. Just like today, where it literally said, I texted him.
I woke.
It said, yeah. It said, yeah. I woke up, bitch up.
Okay. Anyway, he started recording. We should probably get into it.
Some of this is good bloopers though.
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah. His response to that was, huh? And does that mean we're good? And I go, yes. You on your way
Already.
here?
And I was like, oh, at least they're still filming.
Yeah. Right. That would have been awkward.
What I said when I said you sound like
No.
I'm a loser. Love me.
Yeah, that's
Like-
what I meant.
Yeah, like I wouldn't put that in.
Oh, okay. I thought you just meant you wouldn't put the whole fucking thing in.
No, just what I said. Because personally, that kind of is fucked up of me to say, because probably there are people out there that just genuinely think that. So.
Yeah, you're sitting in front of one.
Well, no, you are a loser, and you do want people to love you.
But
Only in
nobody
my
loves you.
eyes, you are.